Hi there, I'm DG Wright, founder and chancellor of the BLS Coin Collectors Club. Here on our official channel we bring you news and insight from the fascinating world of numismatics. If you enjoy our content, please leave us a like and a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also follow us on our social media feeds seen below. It's the first day of October, temperatures are dropping, winds are rising, leaves are turning. It's getting towards the time of year where we should all be at home in front of a warm fire with a copy of the Spink Standard catalogue of British coins on our knees and a coin collection spread out in front of us. And talking of collections, last time it was copper halfpennies, now Victorian Britain goes bronze. It's windy as anything out today. Perhaps it was on just such a windy day that the copper coins of the early Victorian era were replaced by the new bronze issues of 1860. The mint experimented endlessly with die varieties during the first years of bronze coinage, and many of those varieties are known today. The halfpennies of 1861 were no exception, but of course most of the coins are too worn today to tell what variety they are. This one is rather nice for the time, but most show up in no better state than the pennies. Next up, this coin was minted in 1862. Too worn to show any possible die variety, it might well have circulated for over a century. The bronze halfpenny wasn't demonetized until the 1st of August 1969, and a coin minted in 1862 could easily have circulated for every one of those 107 years. In the year 1864 this coin was made. Unfortunately it was then circulated to Hades and back by the look of it. As such it's little more than a space filler until I get a better one. In 1876 all of the bronze coinage was produced by the Heaton Works in Birmingham. These coins are distinguished by a letter H directly beneath the date. This one sadly has seen better days. It could be a metal detecting find or have just gone through a lot of rough treatment. Moving on a bit, we come to this coin made in 1885. It would have been in nice condition, but for the corrosion and discoloration, probably a metal detecting find. This one has been in my collection since around 1993 or so. Unfortunately, a lot of these older bronze coins are space fillers, keeping a spot for that date until a better example comes along. This halfpenny, dated 1891, is a much nicer specimen than most of the previous coins so far. In decent condition, this one probably hasn't seen a large amount of circulating and was probably part of somebody's collection before many years had gone by. We could perhaps suppose that somebody collected it to commemorate the death of Queen Victoria, which happened 10 years after this coin was minted. Dating from 1897, this halfpenny is extremely worn. We can imagine that it circulated all the way up to demonetization in 1969, a circulation of 72 years. 70-year-old coins still crop up in change in the United States, and they are similarly worn. This coin again is an obvious space filler. As with a lot of these halfpennies, this 1898 example is a space filler, heavily worn and looking like it was dug up from somewhere. I haven't been focusing on halfpennies, so most of what I have are coins I acquired many years ago and never upgraded. In 1899 this halfpenny was made, another heavily worn coin. It probably circulated up until demonetization of the halfpenny in 1969. Most of the high points of the design are completely flat, and some of the legend has vanished altogether. This coin is another obvious space filler. The year 1900 was the last full year of Victoria's reign. It was also the year this coin was minted. Not as badly worn as the previous one, this coin nevertheless is another space filler, just there until I can get an upgrade. Queen Victoria died in January of 1901. As such, it's likely all her coins dated 1901 were minted during the reign of her son Edward VII, including this one. Another worn coin. This one is in slightly better shape than the last few. Even so, it's another one that's waiting on an upgrade. To round off this video, here's a few pennies. This one is from 1907 during the reign of Edward VII. As with most of the other coins in this video, it's been through a heavy circulation. The penny was demonetised on decimal day, the 15th of February 1971, so a 1907 penny could have circulated for up to 64 years. This penny of 1920 is pretty typical. Most pennies prior to 1922 seem to turn up heavily worn. 50 years prior to decimalisation, the British Empire reached its maximum extent, ruling over a quarter of the world's population. It would perhaps have lasted longer if the Great Depression and the Second World War had not intervened. The Second World War ended in 1945, the same year this penny was struck. The Red Army entered Berlin in May 1945, though the Pacific Front would last until August. The British Empire would decline following the war as colonies became independent, starting with India in 1947. With the exception of the proof set of 1970, the last British pre-decimal coins were dated 1967. Many 1967 pennies turn up in close to uncirculated condition due to their short life in circulation. The smaller new penny, around the size of the old farthing, replaced the older coins in 1971. And that's it until next time. Let me know what your favourite coin in this video was, and don't forget to leave a like and hit that subscribe button.